Oh, it sounds a bit echoey in here. Sorry about that. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Hi. I thought I would revisit these 3 blenders that I have because it's been at least a year, I think. Editing Coralie here. It's actually been almost 2 years since I did the review between the Blendico and the BlendJet. So that was 2 years ago I did that. And I got the Legal blender and did the review at the beginning of January 2022. So that's like a year and 3/4. So a lot longer than a year ago. I bought most of them around the same time. So these are the 3 blenders that I have, and these are all ones that I have either used camping or used regularly at home. We have the Blendico, we have the Legal, which is missing a letter, don't mind that, and we have the BlendJet, which you sort of can't tell because all the silver is worn off. Okay, so the BlendJet is the one that I take camping. The reason is because it's got the plastic jug. This one also has a plastic jug, and the Blendico has a glass jug. Now, the main differences between them are obviously we have the very different form factor. They basically do the same thing. Some differences, we have this one looks like a jug, so when you load it, it is easier to load it from the bottom. And then you put that on top and then start blending. They roughly hold the same amount. Look, if you need all of the details, you can go back and look at the previous video that I made where I compared all 3. But as a quick rundown, they all work basically the same. This one is their original version of the Blendico, and it charges via micro USB, which I don't like, but their newer version has a USB-C connector, which I wouldn't mind one day, except that I don't need that one because it still works fine. This one has a USB-C connector. This one has a proprietary connector. At least I assume it's proprietary. It is magnetic and it connects like that. Now, sadly, this partly brings me to the reason why I am doing this update. The cable has died. Okay, I'm going to touch on these one at a time, give you my general thoughts, and then tell you whether I would buy each of these again. The Blendico, I really like it. I like the glass jar, it's nice and easy to clean. The only things I don't like about this is that the gasket on the lid sometimes comes off easily when you take the lid off. And also I do find the gasket very hard to remove from in there because it's quite deep. You have to use like the back end of a little spoon or a fork or something. That's not the end of the world. It is just a mild annoyance. When you put this on, the light flashes to show you that the jug is on correctly. It's an Australian company, so if you like to support Australian, then that is a good way to go. The BlendJet, I also really like. This is the one I take camping all the time. It's nice and easy to charge via USB-C. It's one of the advantages is that the gasket is not very low, so it's quite easy to take out just with your fingers if you need to when you clean it. And same with the lid gasket. It has never popped out on its own, which is a good thing. It's got the plastic jug, which is good because it means it's less likely to break. It's also got an indicator for when the jug is on properly. It has measurements on the side, which I suppose can be useful. I don't tend to use them. This one does not have measurements on the side. The newer version might. I guess I'll look it up. This one does have measurements on the side. It's got the measurements on the front. It also indicates when the jug is on properly. See, the light flashes. Now, unfortunately, this one, despite being my favorite for the form factor, because I quite like pouring from it because it's sort of very jug-like. The cable died. I'm assuming the cable has died because everything in here seems to have been working properly right up to the point where the battery died and I couldn't charge it anymore. So what was happening with this is that, well, I don't know, but when I connected it, it wouldn't charge. It would maybe charge for a moment and then I'd have to like fiddle with it and press on it, and the only way to make it continue charging is if I would like maybe hold my finger on it for God knows how long it takes to charge. Not terribly convenient. Now I contacted them. I was sent this one for free to review it, and I did so, and I do love the form factor and I like the way it operates. Can't fault it except for the fact that the cable died in less than a year, I think, or maybe just on a year. I could buy another cable, except for the fact that I wasn't terribly impressed with their customer service. They didn't actually get back to me at all. I sent an email, I sent a message via Instagram, and they didn't get back to me. They didn't even respond. I don't even know if they've seen the message. So that to me is enough to not want to buy a cable from them to replace the cable that died, because I don't have faith in the product, which is a real shame. One other thing that wasn't so great about this is that one time this was screwed on very tightly, and the I don't know if you can see it from here. I'm going to bring this closer to see if you can see. Yep, there you go. In there you can see the little cracked bits. They're not cracks all the way through, I don't think, but you can see how it did start getting those little sort of hairline cracks. And also through here as well. It's very hard to show you those. You got to get it at just the right angle in the light to be able to see those. It is unfortunate because I really did like this. But I just think that the customer support is not there, and for that reason I would not buy another one of these. But combined with the fact that they didn't even respond to me when I said, oh hey, the cable's died. I mean, they could have told me, yeah, we sell spare ones, or we could send you a spare cable, but they didn't. So you make your decision based on that. I really did like the form factor of this one. It was my favorite in that regard. The BlendJet, yes, I would definitely buy this again because it has been going strong. I like the USB-C. I like the plastic jug, which is perfect for camping. And I would also buy another one of these because it's an Australian company. It's nice to support your local companies. And anytime I've had trouble with this or with this, I've contacted support, and it was, if I remember correctly, it was user error. They have responded really fast and been very helpful. So either of these I would recommend. So the BlendJet and the BlenderCo, absolutely yes. The Legol, no, I would not. I've actually got a code if you want to get 10% off. If you are not worried about having to buy another cable in a year, go for it. I'll get a small kickback, but I'm not recommending it. So there you go, that's it. There are a lot of cheap USB blenders around these days, but I would not buy a cheap one. And the thing is, this is not actually that cheap. I can't remember how much it costs. I'll probably put it on the screen somewhere. Because I didn't pay for it because they sent it to me to review. But I wouldn't recommend it for the fact that either the cable died or this little section here where the cable connects died. I could purchase a new cable, but I don't know if it's the cable or the connector, and I'm not willing to pay for a new cable, especially when they didn't even get back to me about it breaking. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend that one at all. Those two are my recommendations, the BlenderCo and the BlendJet. If you do buy yourself a portable USB blender, I do suggest buying one from a reputable brand, and don't go cheap, because I think in these cases you really do get what you pay for. As I said, I'll put the price of all of them on the screen, and you can make that decision for yourself. So there you go, that's my update. Yes I would, no I wouldn't. And if you want to see more information about these, I will put a link to the previous video where I sort of pitted them all against each other, and also another one where I just had these two and I compared them as well. So I went into more detail about that. So thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Don't forget that if you are interested in supporting me via Patreon, I have a Patreon, and I'll put the link to that in the description, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye. Plastic jug, and I'm less concerned about breaking it. Oops.